guys, it's Gilly Hunt here, just giving you a little way to use up your DSP. I'm very aware that in January, if you go onto www.gillyhunt.com, you'll find a whole lot of lovely new designer series papers. But before we get the new ones in, let's just use up our old bits and pieces. So I've got some of this left over after Christmas from my Trimming the Town. I've used this for a lot of my Christmas cards this year, and this, believe it or not, is my last little piece. So that's the last little scrap I'm going to use up, and I'm going to show you a couple of ways to do it. Here's a notebook which I'll talk about at the end, because I've got another one to show you right at the end, and I'll show you that. But first of all, we're going to use it to make a little tiny good luck on your moving card. My sister is moving down to the south coast soon, and I thought I'd make her a little tiny card. I like little miniature cards, especially when you're moving house and you don't have a lot of space to put cards up. It's just the thought that counts, kind of thing. Now, the lovely thing with Trimming the Town DSP, I'm going to bring it high up here. Oops, let's hope I can get in focus. Yep, there we go. It's got some lovely little Christmas wreaths on each of these little houses, or on some of the houses, which make them really lovely for Christmas, really beautiful for Christmas cards. But the nice thing is that when you look closely, there are still a number of houses that do not have the wreaths on at all, which means that they can be used going forwards out of the Christmas period for other things. So I've cut myself out a whole selection of them. I don't know quite how many I'm going to use, but I've got 4 here that I've just cut out. And it's quite a nice restful little thing to sit in the evening and just chop away whilst I'm watching the telly or watching a film. So I've cut out some little houses, and I've got myself a piece of small card. And basically I've just cut it to fit my envelope. So I'm not going to give you the measurements. You can do this whatever size you like or shape you like. You can put it this way up, you can put it that way up. I'm going to do it horizontally. And then I've cut another piece of Whisper White card, which is just a tiny bit smaller all the way round. And the way I've done that is I've measured it exactly the same, and then pushed it down 2 notches from the inch scale, so that it's just 2/16. There we are, 1/8, 2/16 smaller all the way round. Okay, and I have already just put, I don't know why I've already done this, because I'm sure I could have done it in front of you, but I've just run a piece of tear tape around and put it around the back. Okay, and I'm just going to bring that off. Okay, and where has it gone? And I'm going to cut myself, ooh, I've lost it, here we are, that's it. I'm going to cut myself off just a little piece of ribbon. And I'm going to do it by simply pressing it down like that before I cut it. And then chopping the end. That way I don't waste any. I've just got what I need. And I'm going to bring that round and cut it, stick it down to the pieces at the back. There we go. A nice flat piece of ribbon. Now, why did I not put the tape on the back of the ribbon first? Well, I find it's easier to tighten your ribbon across and get it nice and flat by doing it that way. Okay, it's up to you. And now I'm just going to attach this using a couple of pieces of tear tape. Because it's only a small one, we don't need to be loads and loads and loads. You could stick this down with wet glue. You could also put it down with the seal tapes that we now have on the barrels. So there we go. That's just going to go on here, and I know it's going to be 1/16, so as long as I get it 1/16 at that end, this end will fall into place. Okay, there we go. And all I'm going to do now is get myself some wet glue, and I'm going to decide which order and where I want to put all these little houses. And I'm just trying to get myself, because I've noticed that the nozzle's all gummed up. I tend to leave my glue out, and it's a really bad habit. I shouldn't, should I? Oh, hang on a minute. Let me just... It's a really bad habit. But if you leave your glue out, it tends to all just very slightly cake in the nozzle at the top. So there we are, I've just uncaked it now. Oh, I've got it all over my hands. Oh, there we go. Okay, so let's just have a think. Let's put a little bit of glue on the back. And I'm just going to tuck them underneath the edge of the ribbon, or right onto the edge of the ribbon. That way, there we are. That way, oh, look at me, that's terrible. Let me just wish that away. Don't do what I do, just put a small amount on the back, don't put too much. And then I think I'm going to just put this one all on its own over here, just to give it a little bit of a cluster. And the last thing I'm going to do is just give it a little bit of text. And I'm going to pop that into the corner. Best wishes from all of us, and that's from the Itty Bitty Greetings collection, which is a fabulous collection. So isn't that a nice, quick and easy way to use up those lovely papers that we have? Nothing difficult, nothing spectacular, but just nice, crisp, clean image. And just using the same basis, I have cut so some of these little booklets, which I've got from the Tiger shop actually, and I've just cut myself some card, stuck it onto there and cut round it so that it's neat and smart, and then I've just popped a piece of ribbon, and the same idea, and another, which is another notebook that I've just covered, and I've popped another ribbon, and You're Simply Wonderful. So I might maybe give her a notebook and a little thing, so she's got her shopping list ready as soon as she arrives at her new house. So there you go, just an idea for you to try, a great way of using up those last little tiny bits of paper when you thought, well, shall I throw it away or not? Well, don't. There's always something extra you can do with them. Okay, thanks then, bye bye.